End of the line, Professor Putricide. Bad news for you. I have discovered a concoction that will destroy all life on Azeroth. Yeah, you said that back at Ice Crown, and nothing ever came of that. Ice Crown was merely a setback, but this time you won't be so lucky.
Obnoxious, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just seeing what happens when I mix this uranium, peanut butter, and this sock filled with undead sauce with that black hole right there. Why? For yucks mostly not stand back. I don't know what's going to happen.
Once I mix these two potions together, it will all be over. Not if I can help it. Ah, nice try. But my full frontal shield will deflect any attack you throw. You can't possibly... Oh crap. Oh crap! That wasn't part of the equation.
Oh, that was anticlimactic. Not just, you gotta be more careful. You could have rubbed the very... Whoa! Oops!
Good, I'm not dead.
Oh god. Oh, I am seriously going to kill that ghost next time I see him. Ugh. Wait.
Ah! Wait a minute. Why, boy? Is that you?
Yeah? Wait. Oh my... Are you the media? Oh my god! Media Hunter, what are you doing here? Oh god, it is such an honor to meet you, sir.
What do you mean? You're the one in my world. Or... I think... Wait, where the hell are we?
Well, based on all the weird places I've been in my show, we can be... everywhere and nowhere at the exact same time.
So, we're in limbo, essentially. Great. I was about to stop some mad scientist from taking over Azeroth, and he goes and makes some black hole on accident. Dumb scientist.
You think you got it bad? By the time I get back home, my ghost might have just sucked my entire universe into a black hole! But... what do we do now?
Well, I was going to review this one movie when I got back, but now I don't know if I'll ever get back at this rate.
Too bad, man. You know, maybe I can help you with the review. Seeing as how we're gonna spend eternity together, I might as well get a review out.
Alright.
So, what's the movie?
Dehli Safari. The heck was that for?
Oh, sorry. It's an impulse whenever I hear the name of a crappy environmental movie based around animals.
Well, it's not that bad. At least it's better than that crappy Animals United movie you reviewed. Watch and you'll see.
Mention Animals United again, and I won't miss.
Fine. Let's just get started.
Job's a joke you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too.
Before getting into this, let's talk a little bit about the production company behind Dehli Safari, Crayon Pictures. Crayon is a production house based out of India whose other films include Kamlu, a story about a camel that can fly, and Ali, a brash elephant on an adventure. Clearly by their lineup, they love their animals, which is probably why one of the producers of Dehli Safari is the one and only People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, PETA.
Which is funny because of what they really do for a living, but that's neither here nor there.
Yes, now let's find out that this movie is another in the line of films that make humans basically Satan.
We open with one of our main characters of the movie, Yuvi, a leopard cub voiced by Tara Strong. He's upset because he lost his father and soon his home. Why, he's so sad that tears form in his eyes. Doesn't that make you want to hug him?
No.
Seriously? You wouldn't hug that?
I would hug a leopard cub, sure, but I wouldn't hug Yuvi because all Yuvi is just a walking, talking guilt trip.
Point taken.
Moving past Yuvi's tears, we cut to Yuvi and his dad Sultan playing around together, but their fun is stopped by Bijam as she comes across and stops their fun and games.
Don't play dumb. You both deserve a smack on the bum.
Wow, you're a poet, Mom.
Very funny. You, be quiet. And you, stop fighting. Are you trying to turn my son into Rambo overnight?
Honey, he needs to learn self-defense, doesn't he? I'm making him a man.
Exactly. He's not a man, he's a cub.
Mom, please, chill.
Don't tell me to chill. What if you got hurt? You two have no
No
idea
idea
how
how
a
a
mother
mother
feels.
Oh no, Isaac! Looks as though there's a family squabble. Do you know what needs to be done?
Family counseling?
Nope. Awkward editing transition and then a musical number.
Everything you are and everything I am work together like the earth and flowers understand. We are all in tune each and every day. How can we be happy with the look upon your face? Cause you know that I'm yours and you are mine and you don't have to stay so.
Well, apart from that singing voice not really fitting the original actor's voice, I like the song for the most part.
I like it too. The beginning is a little off-putting at first, but it picks up once the chorus shows up. I also enjoy the instrumentals. It fits well with the setting this is in.
Definitely, but it does introduce us to the hellspawn of the movie.
Monkey!
Yeah, personally, while I don't find every CGI model bad, those monkeys are really bad, maybe even the worst. I don't know what it is. It's like they're trying to make them like real monkeys, but in animated format. But it just comes off really awkward looking.
Well, have no fear, Isaac. We have the ugliest of the monkeys as one of our main characters. Wait, that's not a good thing at all.
So after that, Yuvi and Sultan come under attack by the most outlandish kind of bulldozers ever designed for deforestation, which could only be made by one thing. Man!
Gee, this is kind of set up like that other famous film where two feline family members are chased through a canyon and one is killed, leaving the survivor permanently scarred for life. Oh, what was that movie called again? Oh yeah, Animals United.
Yeah, but at least in this movie, the characters in question are a bit more defined, developed, and there's a bit more focus in them, whereas the other movie only brought it up like once.
So Sultan dies in the least bloodiest close-range shotgun death possible, and just to make sure we know who to hate, we pan up and see man's sign.
We just saw a leopard get shot in front of his family.
Hilarious! Who wants to see some baby seals get clubbed next?
So the animals gather to discuss what to do now. Many of them want to leave, but are interrupted by Bajrangi? Screw it, I'm calling him Rambo Monkey, because that's pretty much what he is.
Animals. Bunch of cowards. Our king's dead, so what?
Wait, he was the king?
Yeah, couldn't you tell about the zero dialogue explaining that?
Our army's still intact. So what are we gonna do? Let the humans drive us from our home? Or splatter their guts all over the jungle? My men are just waiting for me to give the word. One minute syllable. War! War! War!
It's Isn't he just a sweetheart? How about next we talk about how he wants to bloodily murder humans?
He kinda already did. You know, for kids.
So while discussing abandoning the force, cameo appearing Christopher Lloyd comes in and tells everyone about a parrot who can actually talk to the humans. So Yuvi and his ragtag team of a homicidal monkey and Smokey the Bear go and get him.
Here's how we do it in Bollywood.
Karaoke, baby!
Ah! My eardrums!
My ears are bleeding!
Good God, could this be any louder? That just came out of nowhere.
Just like the Mission Impossible music here.
Sorry, my...
Hey Isaac, did you know that this movie was originally made for 3D?
Why, yes, but I didn't expect the effect work to be lame.
And get used to it, folks, because there's a lot of slow motion.
Alex, what a cutie wootie
Shall
you
we
are.
check out the view?
Nice.
I thought we could go over the opening scene.
Oh, that's nice. Alex apparently pleasures himself in human sex. No, really. You know that's what these two are thinking.
But I'm not in the opening scene, Mr. Khosla.
But that's just what I wanted to talk to you about. I've been thinking of beefing up the part of the slave girl. I mean, if you'd be interested.
And because this is a children's movie, it makes it alright. I think. So Rambo Monkey kidnaps Alex the parrot in a very Batman fashion and takes them back to the jungle to be scolded by Bijou.
Oh, bugger. He's just a child, but you...
That's why I went along, because he's just a kid. I was what you call the designated adult.
Taking him into the humans' world and almost getting him killed, that's being an adult.
I should have asked you before going out there, I know. But Papa told me to make sure what happened to him doesn't happen to me and you and everyone. Papa came to me last night, Mom, and he said you...
He's gone, Yuvi. Your father's dead.
Oh really, Mom? He came to me in a cloud and everything, telling me that I'd be king of the Pride Lands.
Wrong movie. This is Smokey the Bear and the Three Homicidal Monkeys.
Oh, right. Finally, Alex gets a say in his own kidnapping as he begins to whine and complain about wanting to go home. And we know he's super serious about this because the camera zooms into his face, throwing off his lip syncing completely.
Actually, the whole movie is like that. I know this is a dub, but there are a lot of moments where it doesn't even come close to being accurate.
Uh-oh, loony alert! We got a parrot who keeps repeating himself over and over! Oh, wait a second, I forgot. That's all you dodos do, right?
Wait, let's watch the lip sync, okay?
Thank you.
And it's here we see one of the main character conflicts of the movie. Alex and Bajrangi. These two absolutely hate each other, and the amount of dialogue they get off each other is actually astounding. It's like an extreme environmentalist versus the modern day consumer. I actually find their relationship to be the most interesting out of all the characters, since they actually show signs of character development.
That is 100% true. These two characters' diametric opposite personalities make for great conflict, and their story progression is crystal clear. Too bad there are a few not so crystal clear things we gotta talk about first. A very minor one is shown in the next song, Dehli Safari. One of the better songs in the movie with great lyrics, rhythm, and timing. But in my opinion, neither of these two characters can sing. Especially Rambo Monkey.
Come along, we gotta stick together now.
Go away! Leave me alone!
Gotta accept your role beside us. Don't put up a big fuss.
Could say no, adventure is a thing only made for some.
Sorry, time to let the doubt go.
Yeah, Tom Kenny I can get by on some songs he's done, but Carlos Alisraki? No. No, he cannot sing.
Time is now to be brave, no matter what it takes. Adventure's not a thing only made for some.
The soothing power of actual singing talent. With Alex in tow, Bijam, Rambo Monkey, and Smokey start their journey to Delhi to talk to the humans to stop the deforestation. Their plan is to take the rails all the way there, but Rambo Monkey has other plans as he preps himself to murder Alex. But his overactive imagination gets the best of him.
That's nothing. Look at this next one. Yep, perfect for a kids movie. Their cover is almost blown though when Yuvi shows up, somehow, forcing them to leave the train and taking him along. Alex tries to convince everyone that Rambo Monkey is trying to kill him, but while he's forced to deal with it, Smokey does get rid of all his weapons, which were somehow in his ass.
They continue along the tracks until they reach a crossroads and can't continue, but a plot-convenient hippie band comes by and hands them a map that comes with its very own environmental musical number.
My friends, if you really want to know the way to Delhi, here's how to go. Heed me well and have no fear. I know how to get to there from here. Keep straight ahead until you see a lot of leafy scenery. A mighty forest deep and green with the tallest trees you've ever seen. Oh no, 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 I forgot. A mighty forest there is not. Oh yes, 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 there used to be. But then the humans came, you see.
I was wondering where those really heavy environmental messages were.
Yeah, not digging Hippie Bat's voice in this song, though the instrumentals, once again, are at least nice. But you want to see something a bit different?
Welcome, welcome, my home is your home. Just how far have you all roamed? Hey, we are so happy to meet you and greet you with such joy. You're welcome, you're welcome. Oh, please don't be so coy. Such an honor, such brave travelers. My friends, won't you step right in and enjoy the party?
I'll bet you're glad for this distraction. Walk away. I back up what I say with action. Hey, you challenge me. Oh, I'm a real bird of prey. There's nowhere left to go. It's just you and me.
Walk away, don't make me laugh. Oh, please. Words are good, but I talk with these. Here's your chance, you fly swiftly, 'cause I'm more than you can handle.
Yippee, what we were all waiting for. A Bollywood epic rap battle between two people who can't even sing. And why are we even here to begin with? Is there any point to this flamingo scene?
It's just padding, essentially. The scene that follows could have happened without this, but they needed some way to handle what follows after. Speaking of, they learn that there are caves where hyenas are, and are told not to go there. So of course Rambo Monkey takes Alex there, hoping for them to eat him. While this is going on, Yuvi starts seeing the ghost of his dad. No, really.
Quiet, Yuvi. You'll wake the others.
But that's just what I want to do. So they'll see that you're really here. Nobody believes me, Papa, but they'll have to believe me now.
It won't make any difference, son. They still won't be able to see me. They all think I'm somewhere far away. None of them know how close I really am. Only you.
So Mom can't see you either?
She'll see me, Yuvi, but only when the time is right.
So, what? Are leopards basically Jedi now or something? Or is Yuvi just crazy?
Probably both.
So Yuvi meets the hyenas who look oh so familiar, but before you know it, Smokey and Bijam pop up to kick their butts. But even with the day saved, all seems lost because after Alex squawked only twice, he lost his voice.
Well, that's what happens when you try to imitate the Dragonborn.
Rambo Monkey, actually feeling sorry for his actions, leads in the trek to find a remedy for Alex's throat, which includes sticking his head in the tortoise's butt, nearly killing himself, and for some reason not pooping for a few days. But we get a chance to despise Alex even more, as it turns out he was faking the entire time. I mean, sure, the monkey tried to murder him and all, but I draw the line in not letting your attempted murderer poop.
So just before Rambo Monkey kills Alex, it turns out he stuck the rock in a beehive. A beehive full of British bees. That can also become various bee aircraft and weaponry.
Bees. My God.
confused. I thought we were watching an environmental movie. When did it suddenly become B-movie?
Personally, I think that's a good thing. If there's less focus on the environmental stuff, then it's less preachy.
True. But one thing bugs me. Why are a bunch of British bees in India?
Mind your own business!
So this leads to an epic minecart chase scene involving a deadly bee train. Yuvi and the others jump into water while it turns out Alex is stuck. Somehow, leaving Rambo Monkey with the do-or-die decision. Leave Alex or rescue him.
Jump!
And that, my friends, is brilliant thematic writing. Dehli Safari may get a lot of things wrong, but this is a home run. Unfortunately, I can't say the same thing for Yuvi and Bijam's story, because neither characters really have a strong personality to push them. Yuvi is just sort of, kind, and Bijam only has 2 responses to most of her problems, being annoyed and being slightly angry. Rambo may be a violent sociopath, but his character is defined enough that when he makes choices like saving Alex, it actually means something to the story. I say make me care about these 2 characters more than just having their father/husband dead, and I should feel bad because of just that. That's not a character. Like I said at the beginning, it's a walking, talking guilt trip.
So just as it seems like the environmental stuff was forgotten, it comes back in the form of a tiger that apparently forced itself to think it wasn't a tiger in order to survive. This somehow makes Belgium think that humans are all bad and they won't spare anyone, blah blah blah, and want to take Yuvi home. But Yuvi tries one last time to convince everyone that Sultan is there, which leads to the obviously cliched power of heart / friendship speech.
All you have to do is look, but not out there. Here. In Yuvi, in his tiny courageous heart that got us all started in the first place. He's here in the friendship between Alex and Bajrangi. I mean, what kind of crazy miracle is that? He's here in your love for the cub that you and he brought into this world. That courage, friendship, and love, they're the essence of Sultan. They're what keep him alive. Whoever says that they can't see Sultan, well, they're just not looking, 'cause he's right here.
Again, don't really care about Sultan, Yuvi, or Bijam. At all. If this movie were just about the bear, the monkey, and the parrot, this movie would have been loads better without these 3 dragging the whole movie down.
Honestly, I think if the writing was any better and that it actually developed everyone instead of just a selected few, then I could see myself caring for these guys a bit better. Of course, that's not to say they still couldn't be enjoyable, but I do see your point. If they don't give us a reason to care, then what's the point of having them in the main cast? They're better off just being support characters.
So we finally make it to Delhi, but they quickly realize that they never actually came up with a plan for when they actually arrived in Delhi. So Bijam has to come up with a plan. That plan? Jump out of the car they're in and nearly get everyone ran over. Brilliant!
After somehow surviving, the people start gathering, throwing things, the typical human reaction to wild animals being near their cities, which is when Alex starts talking. At first, he sings about what happened to them, which the people don't take seriously, but he does raise a good point.
It was just warming them up a little. If I'd gone right to the heavy stuff, they would have been out the door.
You can't just rush into telling them, hey, we're talking animals, stop killing us. You got to make them think about why they're here in the first place without forcing it on them. Which is funny since they don't do a good job at it either, but in that one line they might have just shown some intellect in the whole issue.
So through this very intelligent tactic, Alex manages to get an audience with a parliament representative, so that they, the animals, can speak what needed to be spoken since the beginning.
Humanity is doomed. Right now, millions of animals are on their way here to attack you all. Your cities, your families, your homes, all will be destroyed. We won't stop until all of you, the entire human race, is extinct or in a cage.
No, not really. Alex's real speech is a very moving and quite true speech on how humans really uncaringly destroyed the animals' homes and lives without a second thought. And it's not worded in the heavy-handed fashion that you would suspect. Alex's wording is very direct and intelligent, making the speech very powerful. But that doesn't matter unless someone listens and shares the world!
When we first set out, Dehli seemed so far away. We didn't realize that reaching Dehli would be the easy part. We'd still have to reach your hearts. If there's anyone out there who's been touched by these words, stop killing us! Stop bulldozing us! Live with us! We've only got one world. Let's share it in peace for all our sakes. Who will stand with me and say, let's share the world? Share the world! Share the world!
Share the world! Share the world!
Share the world! Share the world! Share the world!
Share the world, or else.
Share the world! Share the world!
Share the world, share the world, share the world, share the world, yeah, share the world.
Share the world, or you know where this is going to go.
We want you to share the world, and you can get this nice little kitty cat.
Share it. I'm looking at you, at you, at you. Michael Jackson would not be proud.
Share the world. I like it. Share the world.
Share the world! Share the world! Share the world! Share the world! Yeah! Yeah! Share the world! Yeah! Awesome! Yeah!
And so the animals are given animal rights, the humans stop tearing down their homes, and everyone back at Yuvi's jungle celebrates, ending with the ghost of Sultan pulling the Lion King motif one last time. The end. So that's Dehli Safari. What did you think of it?
Honestly, from a production from the hands of PETA, this was actually a very intelligent environmental movie. While, like I said, some of the story arcing is kinda off, the monkey animation is awful, and all that other awful jazz, there is an undercurrent of effort put into this movie. It isn't trying to beat you over the head with its message like Animals United. It's for the most part just displaying it, and the audience can take or leave whatever they want with it. That said, the movie isn't really good because of that. And there's still plenty of environmental guilt tripping that will piss you off. But I do recommend Dehli Safari if you're into animation and good environmental movies.
I have to agree. The story isn't that well written. The animation can look iffy, and at times some of the character models can look very ugly. And while only 2 of the characters actually put effort into trying to make us care, I couldn't find myself hating them or a lot of this movie. Some of the songs in this movie are actually pretty good, even if it's just the instrumentals, and some of the humor is pretty funny. Like you said, they don't force the message of protecting the environment down our throats like some other movies. Most of the time anyway, and it felt like there was actual effort into trying to balance out the issues. Though while I can't see animal rights being given out right away like in the movie, If there ever comes a time where this does happen, I'm sure it'll be a big step for everyone. I'd say watch with an open mind, as it's certainly worth the experience to see something that's somewhat decent.
Well, that was actually quite a lot of fun, Isaac. Better than I expected.
Told you so.
Now, how about you review Animals United for me now?
Wait, what?
I have arrived!
Oh, thank God! Someone to rescue us!
Are you freaking kidding? If you want to live, you better run with me!
What? What's the big deal?
Video go! Hey! What do you think will happen if I use the uranium, peanut butter, and the soft food salts here?
Wait, what?
Let's find out!
Ugh, what the?
हैप्पी ना अब है कोई टेंशन आकर ले पार्टी शादी जम के हो सेलिब्रेशन दिन आया हैप्पी ना अब है कोई टेंशन आकर ले पार्टी शादी जम के हो सेलिब्रेशन
I don't feel like sharing the world.
Oh, share the world? He wants you to share? He wants you to share?
You see, Kif, you have to share the world. My dyslexia demands it.